everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you're all doing fantastic, rocking your Canadian tuxedo, and let's dive on into this one. So this video topic was actually brought up by one of you in the comment section. I'm so sorry, I cannot remember exactly who it was, but it was homie suggested, so here we go with this video, and if you dig it, maybe I'll do one about amps, pedals, so on, kind of like how I did the guitars to avoid for beginners. So we're talking about when is it, a good idea to upgrade your guitar as a beginner. And I have a few different points here. I'm going to try to make them short and sweet, to the point. And let's just go ahead and dive on into these. So numero uno right here. What are we talking about? Well, the first thing that you want to do is, how long have you been playing and how invested in guitar are you? Of course, this is, to me, the biggest one to know when it's time to upgrade. Now, if you've been playing for a few months and like I said, no one is making you practice, no one's reminding you, hey, don't forget to practice, you just find yourself wanting to play and you started on a, very beginner style, maybe a kit guitar or something like that, I think that at that point, it can be a good idea to upgrade your guitar, because upgrading a guitar can really push you over the edge and just get you full-blown guitar addict. And you don't need to upgrade to your private stock PRS. It could be a more subtle upgrade. You can work your way up. I think some people feel like they want to upgrade to one guitar and then they're like, well, I'm just good for the rest of my life. And most guitar players, you will find that doesn't happen too often, because you get bitten by the gear bug and you want other guitars, you want different styles. So to be honest, if it's possible, I wouldn't worry too much about upgrading to this one guitar. I would just upgrade to what makes the most sense. And I think that maybe if you're a starter kit guitar, maybe upgrading to a like if you're on a SKYPE, maybe a used Mexi Strat. I would also take a friend and try to find something in the used market, because you will get more guitar for your money that way. Now, obviously, one that we got to talk about is, are the funds available to you to upgrade a guitar? Now, the best thing you can do is to start saving up for a guitar and have a guitar in mind. So figure out what guitar you're starting on. Maybe you start on a Strat, but you're a Slash fan. You've always seen yourself wanting to play a Slash guitar, a Les Paul or something like that. Well, I really recommend looking, again, you can go used. An Epiphone is a great deal. Maybe not one of the starter Epiphones, not that there's anything wrong with those, but we're trying to upgrade here. So I don't know Epiphone models necessarily, but I remember I had one that I think was around $500 is what I eventually upgraded to, and it was a huge upgrade. I was so happy to have humbuckers and a guitar. I started on a fairly inexpensive Samick Samick Strat-looking guitar, which looks exactly like a Silver Sky now, is what I think is funny. But yeah, I started one of those, upgraded. I had an Epiphone for a little while, and it was a fantastic guitar. Try to buy used. Stores also typically have more room to work with you, if there's room to work with at all on used. So if the funds are available, make sure you're saving up to a guitar you want. Don't settle when you're upgrading. Just wait it out until you can get the one that you want. But like I said, no reason to go overboard right now. Like, you don't need that custom shop Les Paul. Stick to kind of the next step up. Don't get ahead of yourself yet. Now, the next one kind of falls in line with number 2, but what style of music are you playing now? Now, if you've been playing for a little while, maybe you've been playing a year, odds are you've started to develop your musical taste in what you're playing. Now, if you're like me and you started on a single coil guitar, but was very much into Metallica and Pantera and all that kind of stuff, I quickly realized, I was like, I don't understand how to get that sound out of this guitar. So when I upgraded to my Epiphone, I had all of a sudden humbuckers, and I was like, there's the sound. That's what I've been trying to make those single coils sound like, and you can't. Single coils are always going to sound like single coils. Humbuckers are always going to sound like humbuckers. At least back then. I'm sure there's some pedal that does it now, but we're talking 13 years ago at this point. And I quickly realized, like, yes, this is what I was missing. I needed humbuckers. I needed humbuckers in my life. Humbuckers. Humbuckers. So to me, that's another great way to know if it's time to upgrade. If you have understood what style you want to play in music or what is inspiring you to play, And if you know enough about the guitar that it's just not fitting the bill anymore, you know, you understand that, okay, this is going to be great for some Stevie Ray Vaughan, you know, clean playing, all that kind of stuff. This is great for bluesy stuff. I'm more of a metal guy. I want, you know, something with humbuckers, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I think that can be another really great point to look at when it's time to upgrade. And the final one, I'm going to leave you off on kind of a hippie one, but here is something that would happen to me, and I don't know if other people experience this. It would just kind of happen, you know, over time, and maybe it was just me wanting something different. But I remember I would have a guitar for a long time, and I would play it, and I would just, you know, feel like it was, oddly enough, like it was time for another guitar. Not trying to be funny or make an excuse about, like, oh, I want another guitar. You know, but I would realize right away, like, I was playing, I had an old Ibanez and stuff like that, and I just played it for a long time, and I just kind of felt like, I don't know, like, it's time for something different. You know, and this was past when I was, you know, in the beginning stages. I had upgraded. I had a nice Ibanez, and nothing against Ibanez. I was just kind of playing, and just, I don't know why, I just felt like, I was like, you know, I think that it's time to, like, get a different guitar. Again, no clue why. This probably isn't even helpful. But it was just something that I just thought to myself, and I had that guitar for 2 or 3 years, and I was just like, I think it's time to upgrade to something different. And I did. And, you know, I was really happy that I even had the Ibanez, but I was definitely set more back on that Strat path and stuff like that. And I don't know, it was just kind of a weird thing, so maybe that's not even a tip. Maybe that's just me being a weirdo, but, you know, there you go. And that's going to do it. So if you would like to see an amp video, a guitar pedal video, all that good stuff, let me know. I will think about doing one of those as well if you're interested in it. But aside from that, guys, if you are a beginner, just have fun with it. Most of all, enjoy playing guitar. You have one of the best hobbies, passions, professions, whatever you're doing with it in the world. And just enjoy the ride. So I'll see you all on the flippity flop later. Peace out, homies, and rock on.